Daniel Bevan here from the Best Routes podcast, and we are back with another player ratings. Arsenal 1, Manchester City 3. It was not looking like that going into the half, but man, let's just get into it. There's so much to talk about with this game. Massive, massive game. Biggest game of the season for Manchester City for sure. So yeah, let's get into it. Ederson. Last game, I said, yo, we need to look for a replacement. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we didn't find one. This guy has to go. 3 out of 10. Get him out of my club. Too many mistakes. Now, I don't think it was a penalty. I genuinely don't. I think it's one of the softest calls I've ever seen. However, why are you going out there? There's 3 defenders. We were in no trouble. And remember, it's Eddie Nketiah. This guy, sometimes we act like we're playing, prime Messi, prime Ronaldo. We're playing Eddie Nketiah. We don't need to be chasing him. He's running out of bounds. It's just bonehead play like he's always done. Get him out of my club. I'm sorry. Next game, Pep better play Ortega because Ortega's a quality goalkeeper as well. You better play Ortega. Ederson gets a 3. Kyle Walker. I gotta go 6.5. I don't know why he decided to kick the ball when he got the yellow card. That was so stupid. He also made a couple really bad plays, just giving the ball away, but that's typical Kyle Walker. He also made a lot of good defensive plays. Martinelli, I don't even remember him being there, so you could say that he did well there. He didn't really get much help defensively from Kevin or from Mahrez. So yeah, I think he had a solid game, 6.5. Ruben Diaz. Now, Ruben Diaz had some great moments. He had a world-class tackle on, I think it was Odegaard or Xhaka? Yeah, a world-class challenge. It was essentially like a 2v1 situation. But then at the end of the day, your man essentially is Eddie Nketiah the entire game. And he had 3 free headers? 2 or 3? Nketiah should have scored at least 1 goal. And, I think Diaz was sleeping a lot and positionally wasn't great in those situations. So I have to give him a 6.5. I can't really get him to a 7 just because of those moments that, again, if Eddie did convert, we'd be looking at maybe a 5 out of 10 today for Ruben Diaz. But again, what he did well, he did really well. So just a few mistakes. Ake, he gets a 7 for me. Ake is such a solid defender, man. He's so solid. He's so solid. Once we switched up in the second half and we brought Ake to the left and we played Bernardo away from left back, that's when the game really changed, and that's when Saka became super quiet. Didn't really hear much from him ever since. So Ake was a massive part of that. He almost scored on accident as well. He hit the post. So good game for Ake. Nothing too crazy, but good game. Rodri was very, very quiet today. Didn't really do much of anything. He wasn't terrible. He did give the ball away a lot in transition, but he had a couple good moments as well. Nothing too crazy. He's playing in a really, really thankless system where he's asked to do a lot. So and he's got like 6 other midfielders with him, so it's not like he's gonna play expansive. So probably a 6 out of 10 for Rodri. Bernardo Silva today, he did a lot of dirty work, which you have to appreciate, but man, his passing, some of it, sure, he had a great pass to Haaland, which then went to Gundogan, which became the Grealish goal, but some of his passing today is just shocking. Again, he's been put in a left back position, CDM left back role, and he's done well when he switched out to just playing in the midfield a little bit better. He kind of took the Mahrez spot, but yeah, I don't know. I think we got to get rid of this guy, man. We really do. There's just something about him. His movement's not great anymore. I'm kind of done talking about Bernardo Silva because there's not much else to say. He's a disappointment every single game at this point, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Gundogan was probably the quietest midfielder. I think he had a 6.5 out of 10 game, but you kind of forgot he was playing, but he made a couple really good plays. Obviously the assist to Grealish. He was somewhat dangerous, but at the same time, some of his passing was off today. We didn't really play well, we didn't really have a lot of possession, and you can tell the scores I'm giving for the midfielders, it kind of shows that, hey, we didn't really play that well. Kevin De Bruyne gets to 7.5. Still don't think he had a very good game, but it's a world-class finish. Great anticipation to a world-class finish on your left foot, first time over the keeper. I mean, it's a world-class finish, and then he has the assist to Haaland. You get a 7.5 for that. For the most part, I thought his decision-making wasn't good, giving away the ball so easily in midfield constantly. Overall, I just don't really know what's gone on with him, but this is probably his best game since the World Cup, so I can't really, hate that much. Moving into the front line, we've got Mahrez, probably the worst player in the outfield today, 5.5. Didn't really do much of anything. You could even go down to a 5. Pulled off early. Was it the right decision? I'm not too sure. Anything to get Bernardo out of that left back position, sure, why not? But yeah, I don't know. Mahrez is weird, man. Like, if he's put in the right position, he'll do well. If he's in an uncomfortable game, he's not going to do that well. well. And that's just kind of how Mahrez is. Mahrez is a player that we need to plan and game plan for, much like Haaland, to be honest with you. So when the focus isn't on getting Mahrez in a one-on-one situation, he kind of doesn't really do much. So, and his touch was a little bit off today as well. So yeah, 5.5. You could even go down to a 5. I don't think it was too crazy, but Grealish, probably his best game in a Man City shirt, probably. 7.5. The pressure that he put on Tomiyasu for that first goal was literally what caused the error. And, the second goal, it's a little bit lucky, Tomiyasu deflection, but I'll take it, man. A goal and essentially an assist for the first goal for Kevin De Bruyne. I'm liking Grealish, man. Ever since the World Cup, I'm liking him more and more. Still not very good, generally speaking. Some of his final third decision making is horrendous. It's really, really frustrating. He's making the wrong pass. He's not looking up. Honestly, I think the 7.5 is actually quite generous, but it's just such a big game when we needed the goals, and he delivered. So, and again, that pressure, he's always constantly running. He's always constantly working for the team. So you have to respect that. So yeah, I would say 7.5. I think he's earned it. I'm very harsh on Grealish, but I think today he did deserve it. So 7.5 for him. Haaland, 7.5. Gets the goal, gets the hockey assist for the Grealish goal. He wasn't in the. I mean, he drew a penalty. He was an inch offside. He's a beast, man. He's a beast. And sure, Saliba and Gabriel, they had him for a little bit, but not for long. You can't hold that guy down for more than 60 minutes. He's going to get a chance. He's going to get an opportunity. He's going to create it for himself. He was also picking up the balls on the wing quite a bit this game, and he was looking pretty impressive. He looked good with his feet. Also, that Bernardo pass, it's a terrible pass from Bernardo. If that went to his feet, that's another goal for Haaland. So I think overall, really good game in a very thankless position. He's not getting a lot of service. He's getting double teamed every time he gets the ball. He's getting held every time he gets the ball. He's not getting a lot of help from the midfield, and he kind of made it work. I don't think we played great overall. I don't think we played to his strengths at all. But you still get a goal. You still get a hockey assist. I think he's played well. So 7.5 for him. Let's see who came on. Let's see. Akanji came on. Really, really solid. He looked really, really solid today. We needed him, actually. We needed another center back. Any time that we were under any stress, you just saw Akanji, just releasing the pressure. So I'll probably give him a 6.5 today. Nothing too crazy, but I think a 6.5 is good. Foden came on. Didn't really recognize him. He had a good cross, good little bit of play down the wing. But, I think Foden's just going to get his opportunity in maybe a smaller game or maybe a non-Premier League game. And I think he might do something. We're playing Bristol City. I think if he starts there, gets a goal or two, maybe it boosts his confidence. But today, it's just a 5.5, whatever you want to give. Calvin Phillips. The fact that Calvin Phillips was coming on in the 87th minute just tells you all you need to know. He's not a player that's trusted by Pep at all. And I think it's rightfully so. I guess you give him a standard 5. I don't really know. He didn't really do anything wrong, I guess. But, we need him to start playing games because Rodri, you can tell he's dead. Rodri is dead. Rodri cannot play 90 minutes 2 or 3 times a week. He can't do it. So we need Calvin Phillips, and that's what we brought him in for. And he's not trusted by the manager. And I have to back what the manager said, what he's thinking here, because I would tend to agree. I don't rate this guy Phillips. I don't think he's looked good anytime he's came on. But it is what it is. Pep today, I thought it was a risk not subbing at halftime. I think we could have gone to a position where we were down a man, but you win the biggest game of the season away from home, you get a 9 out of 10. There's no question. I think that the experiment with the whole left back to center mid thing with Bernardo was a little bit risky, especially because Saka's on that side. But he did change it at the half. But yeah, you can't get a 10 for that. You probably get a 9. You probably get a 9 for that. But if you think about it, the only goal that they scored was a penalty. So, but yeah, I'll probably give him a 9 today. The ref, VAR, everyone involved, 0. Just horrendous. So, and the Arsenal fans, not all of you, obviously, but some of you disgrace, throwing bottles at Kevin, to disgrace. So overall, yeah, great game. I was super stressed the entire time, so I'm just glad it's over and we get to do these player ratings. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Did I get some of this right? Did I get it wrong? Am I losing my mind? Was Kevin De Bruyne actually a 9 out of 10 and I'm marking him down? You guys let me know. Does Ederson need to go? That's another question. Does Ederson need to go? I personally think he needs to go. 2 games in a row. He's been doing this season after season now, and I'm done with it. So does he need to go? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, we will see you for episode 60 very, very soon.